Assalamualaikum and a pleasant day to each and everyone. In this presentation, we will be discussing about early adulthood, vocational and family adjustment. And I am the first presenter. My name is Matanog by Hamida A, followed by Raisa Masdal and Nezla Mangulamas. And my assigned topic is about vocational and marital adjustment. So first, for us to better understand what exactly vocational is, let us try to operationalize the term vocational. Vocational adjustment refers to the amount, if any, of adjustment to different skills and job situation based on your age, education, and work experience. Among the developmental tasks of early adulthood, those relating to occupation and family life are the most numerous, the most important, and the most difficult to master. Even when adults have had some work experience, have married, and have become parents, they must still make major adjustment to these roles. For most adult men in Africa today, happiness depends to a large extent upon satisfactory vocational adjustment. The whole pattern of their lives is dependent on how much they earn and how much they earn it. Because an increasing number of women, both single and married, now work outside the home, they too must make vocational adjustment. Also, studies have revealed that adjustment must be made in a number of areas. Each of these adjustments not only depends upon and in turn influences adjustment in other areas, but even more important, the success or failure the individual experience in this adjustment has a influence on personal and social adjustment as well as on the degree of life satisfaction. Below are the most common and most important. Selection of a vocation. The first major adjustment is the selection of a vocation. While some adults have made the selection years earlier and have been trained for the work, the vocation demands many young adults when they graduate from high school, college, or even a professional training school are not sure of what they want to do for the rest of their lives. Even worse, they often find that what they thought they wanted to do is not available or that they lack the training itself necessary to carry out the work required by the vocation they selected. Stability of a vocational selection. Ano to siya? The second major adjustment the young adult must make is the stabilization of the vocational selection. It is not all uncommon for both men and women to change jobs or job hopping during their 20s and sometimes even into their 30s. And adjustment to work naman is this is the third major adjustment is to the job that has been selected. When adults have made a vocational selection, they must adjust to the work itself, to the hours of the work day or work week, to their co-workers and superiors, to the environment in which the work is done, and to the restriction the work imposes on their personal lives. Kung napapansin nyo, for many young adults, especially those who had little or no work experience during their school or college years, this is often the most difficult of all vocational adjustment. For example, adults who cut classes during their student days when they felt like sleeping late often find getting up to get to work at the appointed time day after day both difficult and frustrating. Siguro may mga iba sa atin na naranasan yon. Similarly, those who during their student days avoided the classmate they dislike and now they find that they cannot avoid the co-workers they dislike. Magkaiba yung difference nila. And sa men's adjustment naman, there are a number of conditions important to them that influence men's adjustment to their work. First, if the job allows them to play the roles they want to play, they will be satisfied and adjust well to their work. Second, satisfaction is attained if men feel that their jobs makes use of their abilities and training. Third, adjustment to work is influenced by how men adjust to authority. Fourth, adjustment to work are influenced by pay raises or lack of them. So women adjustment naman, just as their are a number of conditions that influence men's adjustment to their work. So there are a number of conditions that influence women's adjustment. Among the six stand out as especially important. So first, when women are unable to find jobs suited to their abilities, training, and expectation, they feel frustrated. Second, when women feel they are in dead-end jobs, especially as they approach middle age, they often become what Cantor referred as bitchy bosses and take out their frustration on their subordinates. Third naman is when women have formed stereotype occupational aspiration, which means aspirations below their capacities to avoid or surpassing male workers. Fourth, when women are denied leadership roles in their occupations, especially when they have played such roles in school and college. Fifth, many women resent having to carry a double workload, one in the work world and one in the home. Six, many women long for the job they give up when they assume the roles of housewife and a mother. Okay, so let's proceed to appraisal of vocational adjustment. How successfully young adults adjust to their chosen vocation can be judged by three criteria: their achievements on the job, the amount of voluntary or job hopping or changing jobs they do, and the degree of satisfaction they and their families derive from their work. So first, achievement. The first criterion of an individual's vocational achievement is the degree of success achieved in the job. Parang yung success, no? Parang yung eagerness nila to success para lang makuha yung sinasabi nilang achievements. Second, voluntary change of jobs. The second criterion of vocational adjustment is the number of voluntary changes the individual makes in jobs or even in lines or work. Third, the satisfaction. The third criterion of vocational adjustment is the degree of satisfaction derived from work. In fact, this is usually regarded as the best single criterion. Proceed tayo sa conditions influencing vocational satisfaction. So first, opportunity to choose work. Men and women who can choose jobs in areas in which they are interested and can use their ability and training are usually better satisfied than those who must take what is available. So, work meeting needs and interests, ano naman ito siya? So, ito siya yung jobs involving work that meets the needs and interests of the workers. Vocational expectation is ito na yung adults who expect their work to give them the autonomy they did not have when they were younger. Stimulating versus non-stimulating work. So, the more stimulating the work involved in a job, the greater satisfaction the worker derives from it. Non-stimulating routine works leads to boredom, and this in turn leads to job dissatisfaction. Sa degree of career orientation, career-oriented workers are willing to work up to their capacities to try to improve their skills and to make personal sacrifices in terms of time and effort in the hope of achieving success. Sa vocational security naman is ito na yung a reasonable amount of job security will contribute to the satisfaction of all workers while certainly, if they fear they may be put out of work because of automation or that they may be fired, make them feel that they are sitting on the top of a volcano. Level of education. Adults with college degrees are usually better satisfied with their jobs than those who have only high school diplomas. Sa opportunities for advancement naman is workers who see a possibility of advancement will be far more satisfied with their job than those who suspect or know that they are in dead-end jobs. Stereotypes about jobs. Unfavorable stereotypes about jobs such as the service jobs or those considered inappropriate for members of the worker sex make workers dissatisfied with their jobs when they realize they are regarded unfavorable by the social group. Sa occupational stress naman is too much responsibility, a too heavy workload, feeling unqualified for the job, or necessity for making decisions. So working conditions naman is a reasonable amount of autonomy. While sa attitudes of significant people is the satisfaction of workers is increased when they know that family members are proud of their jobs and satisfied with the salary they receive, and when friends and members of the social group regard to their jobs favorably.